All right, we're back with the last game. Turned out to be a game 3. Now, having seen the last game, uh, how the list plays for the Empire, I'm pretty confident Ukrocky has this. There's not enough range pressure to fight back against a deeply player, I think. Of course, Empire ranged him, I get lucky. So I think it's just gonna be Empire getting picked apart. But let's see, maybe Kenshi can maneuver this list to perfection. Well, trying to start with the good old walk straight and rotate onto the objective move, but sadly he put his unit a bit into the trees, so he's struggling a bit. That one is good enough, but it's here close. All right, so those Rangers being behind cover, or behind the cover, not in it, would actually be a big. I would be very unhappy seeing where the cavalry was, but the cavalry stayed in their forest. Now, okay, Rocky gets to shoot first. The Elven shooting pretty good, even into forest. So he might choose to just shoot into cavalry. Let's see what. He might also shoot into the halberdiers because they are. Oh, he shoots at the ranger captain. All right, only gets 3 hits and does 0. All right, I mean, not where I would have put my shots, but I've become a bit jaded where I shoot. I always want to shoot where I'm most likely to do damage, or at least have hex or something, so I can make the shooting work better. Okay, and she considering just cannoning the dancers, but instead looking like he's just moving some infantry up. Nope, he goes for the cannon shot. Gets 1 dancer. Those dancers have scout, so they can run through forests as if they were normal terrain. But this map, very forested, does favor the wood. Do they step onto the objective? They do. Slight rotation, and they're also on. Of course, this is begging for a cavalry flank, but look at where Ukrocky placed his ring. Of course, those rangers look like they're begging to be flanked, but then there is the chariot. The big question this game is, will the cavalry hit their shots, basically? Ukrocky deciding to play it safe with his treant. Moving it towards the center. If I had that treant, I would play it and move it in a way where it doesn't get shot by a cannon, because that is the #1 danger that can fall in. 6 ups. The cavalry needs to hit 6 ups. That's why Imperial range, it's not good. Okay, 5 ups. He gets 4 hits, that's pretty good. Kills 4 out of 6 rangers. But there is still 2 rangers left. the price is going to pay for that is probably to be charged by that chariot from barely outside of their charge range. Even though it doesn't matter. Like, he can just park that chariot up in their face and yeah. The chariot going towards the middle, huh? Oh, of course, it's now in range. Might get in range of the cannon, which is one of the biggest dangers for deeper player. First. Yep, gets in range of the cannon. Kenshi with first charge, sneaking his, trying to find an angle where his lieutenant is safe and can charge in onto that onto that chariot. There is a beautiful little opening, but does he put it there? Now, I think there is a spot he could put it right in front of the forest he's in, because then he could just flee if Ukrocky sends his commander after him. Because most people don't know it, but if you flee around in front of a forest, you will flee around it even with a flying unit. Well, the unit that charges you will fly straight through it. So putting his unit, I guess the tree in front of the other forest has that covered though. I guess that would be a bad idea. Is he really gonna put it there? I mean, you should at least rotate it, right? So you don't get side charged. Yeah, this makes more sense. Alright, a little hidden charger. Oh, with the shot going off. Doesn't do a wound, sadly. Alright. Ukrocky. What you got? Now, not everyone knows this. It's just a quirk of the game, but if you can see a unit in the front, usually you need to see the side of the unit you want to charge. No, wait, that's wrong. The point is that if you can get a flank charge here, but have vision on the front of them, you can still side charge. That captain is getting side charged and takes 2 wounds on the griffin from range. That is a big disaster. There comes the flank. He cannot flee. Oh, swordsmen are in range of the dancers. Okay. Dancers don't really have to move forward, but I think I would want to do that. Oh, those poor rangers going against the cavalry. But the chariot does go into the cannon. Alright, dancers charge back. Now the question is, can those halberders get into a position where they can kill off the Griffin later. Because those Foot Knights look like they are gonna fall very hard onto the front back of those poor little elves. Okay, Halberdiers setting up in a way where the captain or the Deepwood Noble and the Griffin might actually just flee. And then Foot Knights moving forward. Yeah, Treant just getting on the objective makes a lot of sense. Can he get onto the objective in a manner where he also blocks a potential side charge onto the dancers? That's what I would be trying to do at least. Okay, let's get some there, but it does get a potential flank on the halberdiers. All right, 14 hits back. Oof. Okay, those swordsmen are gonna go running. They might have run in a real bad place. Potentially stopping those halberdiers from doing it. Okay, the Rangers annihilated, meaning that the right flank belongs to the Empire. Did the Deepwood Noble just get killed? Okay. It lives, it flies. Okay, no, the captain got killed. The Griffin ran away. It's a draw between the cannon and the chariot. That's crazy. Ah, and they fled in the way. Oh, that's brutal. That does happen sometimes. Unit will flee, end up in the perfectly wrong spot. Now, Ukrocky realizes what? Oh, he doesn't know. Oh. Well, maybe he didn't do that charge just because he wanted last up, and he also flees. Makes sense. All right, the objective belongs to the Empire, which has a cannon that's currently fighting a chariot and some cavalry, and the rest of it is fleeing. He doesn't know. Okay. Dancers don't rally, that is bad. Halberdiers rally. Griffin rally. Light cav coming in from the flank. I mean, they're gonna open up on the Griffin, right? 3 hits. 3 saves. Ooh. That's painful for the Empire player. Okay, what's happening? We can see the Griffin has come back. The Halberdiers has come back. The Treant is going to get side charged. Or the chariot is going to get back charged. Both which are not great. Oh, Ukrocky is going to go for the vision, maybe? Let's see, I was trying to kill the Griffin. The Griffin lives. Great. And then he's gonna back charge the foot next. Yes. Alright, 2 saves when we can. And strikes back. It's a save. Stalemate continues. Alright, the Griffin saves with answers. Cavalry. They don't. They okay, they go into the chariot. Makes sense. And you really don't want to go into that tree. That tree also needs to get onto the objective so he doesn't bleed out on points again. Dancers decide it's time to rally. The Empire is regrouping. All right, Griffin, where are you going? Aiming for a back charge on the Noble, yes. Okay, let's see. So the commander is gone, but the Griffin's still alive. That is a very... What is it? What? Oh, he wants to threaten the dancers. Guess that makes sense. Does the train have enough movement to turn around, get onto the objective, and charge? But the Griffin will probably, I mean, the dancers can flee if that Griffin back charge is done, so. Well, he does put it there. Putting himself up completely to a charge. Guess, interesting choice. Okay, I would be very happy if that train got off the objective. So. Yeah, I would let him run and chase away those cavalry dudes. I think, I mean, they're 95 guns, maybe it's not worth it. Oh! 2 wounds on cannon, 1 wound back. It's a draw. Can he hold against the onslaught? No. Captain rips the poor chariot to pieces. Alright. But nice. Taking a beating. Not too much though. They might hold. They do hold. Oof, that is rough. They were supposed to run off that objective. Not good. Alright. Intersects. Where does he go? He goes into the dancers. Does the dancers do the dancers flee? I would have fled with them. Their discipline is so high. Oh, maybe he just didn't want to get shot by the cannon and the cavalry. I guess that makes sense. But this game looked like it was in the pocket of the Deepwood player for a bit. And they got that flank on the lieutenant of the Empire. But it seems they managed to pull themselves together. Like Griffin not running off the map and not getting killed, coming into play massively. Let's see. 120 points down. 130 points or so down in units for the Leapwood player. While on the other hand, that one unit of swordsmen that just charged infantry, they're gonna die. Let's see how these foot knights do. Only one died to the noble. The griffin flops again, but he holds. Do they run this time? They hold again. They are the most tanky unit. Not good news. Trained holds. He does not run off. That would have been a spit in the face. 2 dancers go down. Do they run? Elf discipline is good, but is it good enough? They fall. If those dancers go down, that's another 100 points. It's turn 6. It's not looking good. It's a slugfest, but not the good kind. Can the Deepwood Noble turn it around? Destroy those foot knights, send them running. Can those halberdiers? Well, they can't get the good angle on the train. The game is still. The Griffin fails to do to kill the dancers. The noble somehow lives. Those 10 attacks from the cavalry, there are just power 4. On average, they should do 1 wound only against that Griffin. Cavalry moves forward. Yeah, it will be a shame if the entire game is flipped around on his head just because those foot knights did not run after being charged in the back. Alright, noble hits. Kills 2. Griffin kills 1. It's better than nothing, right? Does he take damage? He takes 2 wounds back. Oh my god. 3 hits only from the cavalry, though. Win by 1. The Griffin runs. Oh my god. What a fucked up roller coaster. Oof. Alright, Treant. Only 2 hits. Max Swordman. Okay, looks like the Empire won this one. Foot Knights. They're great. You don't let anyone tell you they're bad. You just look at what they did this game compared to oh, the dancers do hold. Maybe a little bit too late though. Let's see what happens. All right. It's interesting. So of course, in these tournament games, the score matters. So every point left, or like the closer the games, the worse for both players. If you lose hard, that's also really bad. Ukrocky now praying that his dancers kill the Griffin and his treants scaring off those halberds. All right, let's see. Dancers say enough is enough. Turn the tables. 6 out of 6 hits goes with dancers. Griffin is demolished. All right, halberdiers. 4 wounds. That is a lot. Treant goes 5 hits back. Halves the Halberdiers. Alright, that's some points, right? And Empire wins. 395 to 240. 50 points for those 5th Knights. Pretty good gets.